LinkedIn just stole your business and you paid them to do it. Every day, millions of entrepreneurs log into LinkedIn thinking they're networking. They're actually entering a $15 billion casino where the house always wins. The rules are secret, and most players don't even know they're gambling with their business. LinkedIn doesn't want you to know that their platform generates $76 in revenue per user compared to Twitter's measly $1. How? By turning your professional desperation into their profit machine. Right now, millions of fake job listings exist on the platform for one purpose: harvesting your business data. And the company became so influential right now that every connection, every post, every message gets scored by an invisible algorithm that determines whether your business will live or die. While you're sharing motivational quotes and chasing engagement, LinkedIn's algorithm is quietly destroying most entrepreneurs' lead generation efforts. But the harder you try to play by their visible rules, the more you lose to the hidden ones. Because the thing is, Microsoft didn't buy a social network. They engineered the world's most sophisticated lead generation extraction machine. Some entrepreneurs have cracked this system and generate millions in revenue, while others with better products get zero visibility. Welcome to the LinkedIn casino. Are you ready to discover the rules the house never told you? When Satya Nadella wrote that $26.2 billion check in 2016, most people thought Microsoft was overpaying for a glorified resume platform. But if we thought that was right, now it is clear that it's not that simple anymore. LinkedIn looked like another social network. In reality, it was sitting on the most valuable data set in business history: the professional ambitions, career moves, and networking patterns of every ambitious person on Earth. Under Microsoft's control, LinkedIn's revenue exploded from $3 billion to $15 billion annually. But the real value wasn't growing from helping professionals connect better. Microsoft understood there was a much bigger subject on extraction optimization at scale. Microsoft introduced new metrics and tools to help professionals track their performance. One key addition was LinkedIn's Social Selling Index, the SSI score that appears in your dashboard. So the tool promises to measure your social selling effectiveness through 4 components. All right, your professional brand, finding the right people, engaging with insights, and building relationships. And from a business perspective, each SSI component naturally drives users toward LinkedIn's premium offerings. To improve your professional brand score, the platform encourages regular content posting. To excel at finding the right people, Sales Navigator becomes increasingly valuable. Engaging with insights requires significant time investment scrolling and commenting. Building relationships pushes users toward LinkedIn Premium for expanded messaging capabilities. The SSI creates what behavioral economists called a gamification loop. Users check their scores, see areas for improvement, and take actions that increase their platform engagement. LinkedIn's algorithm pushes motivational content and thought leadership that dominates 56% of what entrepreneurs see daily. Experts and thought leaders represent the majority of content that LinkedIn's algorithm prioritizes, creating a carefully curated environment of professional comparison. Every entrepreneur scrolls past posts about someone's 7-figure breakthrough or mindset shift that changed everything. All right, the algorithm simplifies these posts because they generate emotional reactions that keep users engaged longer. So when you're feeling inadequate about your own progress, you're more likely to purchase LinkedIn's premium tools to level up your networking game. And you better have early traction if you don't want to be instantly forgotten. Because what gets early traction follows specific algorithmic preferences. According to recent analysis, carousels and infographics perform 200% better than other content formats, not because they provide better value, but because they match the platform's engagement optimization. This creates what industry observers call the toxic positivity factory. LinkedIn rewards cringe hustle culture content because it generates the emotional responses that feed data collection. Real business insights often get buried, while performative vulnerability and hollow inspiration posts reach millions. Because in reality, the platform conditions entrepreneurs to optimize for engagement metrics rather than business results. What annoys me the most is that the lead generation trap completes the system. LinkedIn limits your organic reach to create artificial scarcity around basic networking functions. You build a network of thousands of connections, but LinkedIn only shows your posts to a fraction of them, unless you pay for premium features. Sales Navigator, LinkedIn's $90 per month prospecting tool, exemplifies this approach. The advanced search features it provides should be basic functionality in any professional networking platform. Instead, LinkedIn keeps the free search deliberately limited limited and frustrating, creating demand for premium solutions. The behavioral conditioning runs deeper than just content creation. LinkedIn's system creates what psychologists call intermittent reinforcement, the same mechanism that makes gambling addictive. Sometimes your content performs well, sometimes it doesn't, but you never know which posts will succeed. So you keep posting and engaging. Professional FOMO becomes the driving force. Features like who viewed your profile create artificial urgency to upgrade. Connection suggestions generate social pressure to expand your network. And the platform has turned basic professional networking into a series of psychological triggers designed to increase platform dependency. But the true power of LinkedIn resides in its influences on fundamental business decisions. When entrepreneurs plan content strategies, choose professional development activities, or even structure their businesses, LinkedIn's requirements increasingly drive these choices. The transformation is complete when entrepreneurs stop thinking like business owners and start thinking like content creators, optimizing for algorithmic approval. Because LinkedIn has built something far more sinister than just premium subscriptions. They've created a punishment system that can destroy businesses overnight, and most entrepreneurs have no idea that they're walking into a trap. Every week, thousands of entrepreneurs wake up and find their LinkedIn accounts restricted, shadow banned, or completely locked, often for reasons they never saw coming. But, there's a pattern to who gets punished. Meet Sarah, a marketing consultant who built her business entirely through LinkedIn networking. One Tuesday morning, she logged in to find her account completely frozen. No messages, no profile views, no posting ability, and the notification was vague. Your account has been temporarily restricted for violating our user agreement. She had no idea what she'd done wrong. What Sarah discovered is that LinkedIn has built a 3-tier punishment system that can destroy businesses overnight. The first level is temporary restriction, LinkedIn's gentle warning. You lose the ability to send connection requests, messages, or post content for days or weeks. Level 2 is account lockdown, where you can view content but cannot interact. No commenting, no reactions, no engagement whatsoever. This can last weeks or months, effectively killing any business momentum you've built. And if you really upset the algorithm, you get the death sentence. So complete account suspension means you can't log in at all. Years of networking, content, and business relationship vanish instantly. Their automated systems monitor everything, flagging accounts that exceed invisible thresholds. View more than 150 profiles daily? Algorithmic suspension. Have over 500 pending connection requests? You're marked as untrustworthy. And the cruelest trap is what happens when people ignore your connection requests. Every declined or ignored request becomes a negative signal against your account. The longer requests sit pending, the more LinkedIn's algorithm downgrades your reputation. This creates a vicious cycle where struggling entrepreneurs get suppressed harder by the platform. Think about the unfairness of this system. So established professionals with recognizable names naturally get higher acceptance rates. Unknown entrepreneurs trying to build networks face lower acceptance rates, which triggers punishment faster. LinkedIn literally penalizes you for being unknown. This means entrepreneurs who approach networking systematically, the exact behavior that drives business results, get flagged as threats to platform integrity. The shadow ban is LinkedIn's silent killer. Your content appears normal to you, but becomes invisible to your network. Posts that used to generate dozens of comments suddenly get zero engagement. Shadow ban entrepreneurs assume their content quality declined or their audience lost interest. They increase posting frequency, try different strategies, spend more time on the platform. The harder they work, the more data LinkedIn extracts, while their business development dies. Confused users are more likely to purchase premium features, hoping to restore previous performance. LinkedIn literally profits from the anxiety it creates through unpredictable enforcement. And there's an even darker layer to this system. Research reveals that 1.7 million fake job listings exist on LinkedIn solely for data collection. Entrepreneurs applying to non-existent positions unknowingly provide detailed personal information while believing they're pursuing real opportunities. These ghost jobs serve multiple purposes. They maintain the illusion of abundant opportunity, encourage continued engagement, and provide LinkedIn with detailed data about user desperation levels. And this is exactly why smart entrepreneurs don't put all their eggs in LinkedIn's basket. Take Clark, a B2B consultant. Instead of fighting the algorithm, we helped him scrape qualified leads from Instagram, Google Maps, and industry-specific domains using targeted keywords. Result? 27 new qualified prospects in 3 days, completely independent of LinkedIn's restrictions. So if you're tired with your lead generation, we scrape high-quality leads from all social networks for you. Ready to build a lead pipeline that no algorithm can shut down? Sign up and start your first scrape with our Copilot. Link in description. Well, LinkedIn has convinced entrepreneurs that their restrictions protect platform quality when they primarily extract more revenue from confused, frustrated users. So what happens when the platform controlling professional opportunity decides you're trying too hard to succeed? Because while you're getting punished for actually building a business, there's an entire ecosystem of fake inspiration taking over your feed. And that's where the real manipulation begins. LinkedIn's feed is dominated by fake inspiration posts that get millions of views, while genuine business content dies in obscurity. I mean, let's be honest and accept one hard business reality that social media amplifies either way. We rather focus on performance instead of results. Take any Monday morning scroll. You'll see endless mindset shifts, grateful for my journey, and lessons learned from failure posts. These consistently outperform practical business content in engagement. The algorithm amplifies emotional content because it generates the engagement patterns that feed data collection. Compare this to detailed posts about cash flow management or marketing strategies. These might help entrepreneurs solve real problems, but they don't generate emotional reactions that keep users scrolling. Practical advice gets buried while performative vulnerability reaches millions. Because the truth is LinkedIn rewards hollow motivation over substance because emotional content is more profitable for you. The platform trained entrepreneurs to believe sharing personal struggles and vague inspiration constitutes thought leadership, while actual expertise gets minimal reach. With time, we now realize that constant exposure to curated success stories triggers professional anxiety. Every entrepreneur scrolls past seven-figure launches and transformational pivots. When you feel inadequate about your progress, you become susceptible to LinkedIn's premium positioning. All right, don't worry, man. Sales Navigator promises higher level prospects. LinkedIn Premium offers profile insights. The platform creates anxiety, then sells a solution. The damage to young entrepreneurs is particularly severe. They assume LinkedIn's performance indicates business competence and optimize for engagement metrics instead of developing real skills. They've learned to network performatively rather than purposefully. But that doesn't mean all is lost. While most entrepreneurs struggle against this system, a small group has cracked the code, generating millions by understanding the mechanics while building platform-independent businesses. Take Marcus, a B2B consultant who was spending 3 hours daily creating LinkedIn content with minimal results. He shifted strategy. Now he spends 20 minutes posting visual carousels that get 10 times more reach than uses common arbitrage to appear in front of competitors' audiences. This way, he doubled his pipeline while cutting down content time by 80%. These successful entrepreneurs don't try beating LinkedIn's algorithm. They game it while building escape routes. The most successful users package valuable insights into visual formats. Instead of long-form posts that get buried, they break complex concepts into digestible, shareable, visual content that the algorithm promotes. Here's a specific hack that works. The 2-sentence hook formula. Posts with 65-character first lines and 45-character second lines perform 20% better than longer hooks. This maximizes visibility before LinkedIn's see more cutoff truncates content. Common arbitrage offers the most underutilized growth strategy. Instead of creating original content, smart users leave 10+ word comments on competitors' posts, putting their expertise directly in front of the competitors' audiences without paying for reach. But I have to tell you, advanced players take this further. Professional firms run 3 to 5 LinkedIn accounts across team members, coordinating outreach to maximize market coverage without triggering restrictions. Each content targets different segments, allowing systematic market coverage individual entrepreneurs can achieve. Educational content remains the most reliable growth driver. Posts helping prospects solve specific problems drive 80% of follower growth, but only when formatted according to algorithmic preferences. The key is packaging genuine expertise into platform-optimized formats. And here's what separates the best users from everyone else. They understand these tactics are temporary advantages in a system designed to extract value from users. Treat LinkedIn as lead identification, not lead generation. All right, so that means find prospects on LinkedIn, then immediately move conversations to own channels like email, phone, or in-person meetings. Sarah, our marketing agency owner, learned this the hard way. After her LinkedIn account got restricted for suspicious activity, she lost access to 90% of her business development pipeline. Now she uses LinkedIn to identify prospects and also builds all relationships through direct email and phone calls. Her business actually grew 40% after the restrictions because she owned her relationship. relationships. This deplatforming strategy protects against algorithmic changes, account restrictions, and platform dependency. Instead, you can build email lists from LinkedIn connections, creating a newsletter that bypass platform limitations entirely. The future belongs to multi-channel approaches. Successful lead generation combines LinkedIn with email outreach, direct mail, content marketing, and industry events. No single channel controls the entire business development process. When LinkedIn algorithms change or accounts get restricted, multi-channel systems continue operating. You have to realize that top performers focus on building genuine business relationships that survive platform changes. They treat LinkedIn as a relationship discovery, not relationship management. And these entrepreneurs identify promising connections, then invest in real relationship building through direct communication and collaborative projects. Instead of chasing engagement metrics, create genuinely useful resources that attract prospects naturally. Quality content finds its audience regardless of algorithmic promotion. This approach takes longer than viral strategies, but creates sustainable business value. Because you can extract everything you made on LinkedIn. It's not because you find connections there that it means it has to stay there. Make it come to life. The goal is owning relationship data that drives business development, rather than renting access through platform subscription fees. This social media is a great tool, but not a business model. LinkedIn transformed from a professional networking tool into a $15 billion extraction machine that profits from entrepreneurial desperation. The platform creates algorithmic dependency, punishes systematic networking, and rewards performance over substance. Most entrepreneurs unknowingly pay hundreds monthly to access their own networks while chasing engagement metrics that don't drive business results. But you're not powerless in this system. The entrepreneurs building real businesses understand LinkedIn's mechanics without becoming dependent on them. They use current algorithmic advantages tactically while building relationship assets they own and control. They treat LinkedIn as lead identification, not lead generation, immediately moving valuable connections to direct communication channels. The choice is yours. Continue feeding LinkedIn's revenue machine while hoping for algorithmic approval, or build an algorithm-independent business that thrives regardless of platform changes. Stop playing LinkedIn's casino. Start building your own house. Take back control.